Welcome in to Salt Lake Community College, Game 2 on the night in the Utah Top 50 Elite League, as we have the Memphis Sound and the Flint Tropics. And the Tropic, well, they come out shining brightly. Is that a good analogy for Tropics? Dane Stewart, Eli Ballstead with you tonight. And an early dunk there for Carlson, as we are off and running, man, 2-2 in the early going here, Eli.
Yeah, we got a layup from Jackson.
We've got some really good players that we'll have a chance to showcase tonight, and there's one of them. Nice three made there. As we are going to do our best with some of these names. It's good work in the paint there defensively by Carlson, able to block away Maho's shot, but everyone wearing number 50 tonight, so we're having to go kind of off of pictures and from a distance, and so we're going to ask your patience as we get all that sorted out. Nice take there, however, by Anderson, as we've got a foul here. And look, this is about keeping the game going. So on shooting fouls, it'll be 1 for 2, 1 for 3. This was on the floor, so it'll be inbounded here for the Tropics. High pick there. Center of the corner, three on the way, and that good.
Jackson Workman from three.
Young stud for the Murray Spartans, and been starting there a couple years for his coach, Jason Workman. Got a good young core there, hoping to make a big run this upcoming season. How about the nice work there and the soft touch off the rim? I think that was Easton Ralphs out of Farmington. They're going to need him to have a big year this year. You think about they just graduated their starting center, and they got Colin Chandler coming back next year. So that's going to be a good team for the Farmington Phoenix. That drive kicked out, but picked off by Workman. Carlson running the floor. Coming near side, Carlson with a strong drive to the rim. Flint out of the gate here early, 10-6. In the paint, tough shot, won't go. And Flint comes running. Carlson, nice pass. 12-6 the score now. Mulford can't get that shot to go. Offensive rebound by Maho, sends it out. Mulford the three. That skips across the front of the rim. The rebound gathered there by Dowdell. Dowdell up ahead. And one. Count the bucket good for Logan Prince. And the and one makes it 15-6. Here for Flint. Man, what a start. That ball, the entry, deflected. And a foul here. Actually, here's Logan Prince. Carlson got his man in the air, extra pass, three on the way, rims out. Maho in the paint again, working on Carlson. Anderson trying to body him up, goes off the glass. First bucket for the Sounds in a while. Little turnaround, soft touch by Dowdell. Mulford gets it back, working around the horn here. Good defense there by Carlson. Didn't allow that roll. Anderson's shot won't go, and the rebound gathered. Oh, Prince. Tough finish, couldn't get it to go, and Mulford comes away with it here for the Sounds. Everything's in range for Diego. Three-point try, good for Mulford. Much needed tray there for the Sounds. Get back to 2 possessions. Eli, that's your kind of shot, right?
That is. I love it. I love it. And Diego's a shooter.
He is a shooter. We've got 2 of the really premier shooters in this contest. We've seen Diego, and then you got Q Meza, both for the Cypress Pirates. And we have yet to see Q in the contest today, but he's got the same range as Diego. Chance for them to go head-to-head.
Yeah.
Carlson. Good ball movement here. Corner 3, short. Speaking of, cue ball ready to come in at the next whistle. Is Mulford here looking for some room. Anderson will send it out. Mulford had it knocked away from behind. Dowdell leading the charge. To Prince off the glass.
It's another fast break point for Black. They've had quite a few so far.
I was going to say they've been running the floor, been aggressive.
They're capitalizing off those turnovers and missed shots.
Prince, a 2-year starter at West Jordan. Crazy to think he's a senior. He's inside, good strong take. Logan for 3. (22-13). The Tropics out in front. Mulford attacking, kicks it out. Here's Sivelich. That's a young man that can get it going as he gathers the loose ball. Another nice strong take in the paint there. We saw a big comeback in the first game. An opportunity for a comeback in the second game. Mulford, the 3, was short. Engelbright foot was out of bounds, and they'll turn it over. So here he is, Q. Meza checking into the contest here. 12 minutes to go in our first half. Here's Carlson. Q, the 3, just misses. Loose ball foul. Eli, your early thoughts of the contest today?
It's looking good. This is the first time playing in the main gym, and so I like seeing it a little more spread out. Playing with the college 3, you get guys that spread out a little bit more. It gives them more space to attack and do different things than they would otherwise playing on a high school 3.
I'm going to ask you a couple questions, given your experience. You played high school ball in the state, played college ball now at the U. One of the things that we've talked about is shooters come to larger gyms like this, like the U, for state tournaments. How different is that for a shooter to walk in and you don't have a wall right behind that backboard?
Yeah.
Is it different?
It does. It makes a difference, but it's something that as a shooter you just got to trust the shot and the work that you've put in, and shoot the same shot. And usually after a good warm up or shooting a couple shots, you'll be fine. But it can mess with you.
Some of us could never even hit it in a closed gym, let alone an open gym. As Sivelich had that one rimmed out on him. Meza pushing it up the floor here. Kicks it out, 3 on the way and good. Apologies here on the scoreboard. We'll get that reset for you as soon as we can. Sent out. Here's Anderson. Trying to drive on Meza. Oh, Anderson just left that off the front of the rim and a foul here.
I love seeing the shot clock as well. I think it
Agreed.
picks up the pace of the game.
That's another question I was going to have for you in a little bit. We can talk about that now. You going from high school ball to college ball, was there an adjustment of having that shot clock now where you've got to execute more timely?
For sure, there's a huge difference, especially in timely situations. We see now that they haven't even gotten close to getting all the way down on the shot clock, but once it's a close game and you're trying to, whatever the situation, you're gonna have to use that shot clock to your advantage. And so we'll see the end of the half and the end of the game. We'll see. I think we'll see that come into play today.
When you think of your adjustment from high school to college, I mean, this is kind of a silly question, but just humor me. How difficult was it for you to transition to having to play within a shot clock?
I don't think there was much of a difficulty. I've always grown up liking a fast-paced game and trying to push it as much as I can, and my coach has always allowed us to do that. And even in college, the coaches that I played for have tried to push the ball. And so coming from high school, there wasn't much of a difference. But it's kind of a technique thing that you just have to get used to.
Well, I think the whole state is hopeful that we'll have changes in that area in the rules soon. Meza will kick it out. 3 on the way, and that was too strong. The lob. Oh, defended well and done so without fouling. That one in the air, loose ball, picked up by Sivelich. The Northridge Knight into the paint. Oh, just wouldn't go. Sivelich is a young man who last year was constantly 20, 25, 30-plus points a game. And I don't know if he scored yet today. It's been a bit of a tough night for him. Couple of looks, and that one not easy, but just rimmed out on him. And another one that rims out for Sam. He can catch fire, though. I mean, it doesn't take much for him to find that rhythm. Meza off the glass.
Good finish.
29-17, the advantage for the Tropics, and a timeout gonna be taken here. We want to let you know, hey, the first year of the Utah Top 50, and excited to be able to partner with them to bring you these live streams. And the Utah Top 50 is now available for high school girls basketball. The Utah Top 50 League was created for the top Utah high school players to access high-level competition against their peers before the season begins. High school open gyms aren't enough competition for the top players, but in the Top 50 League, you'll play against the best, fine-tune your skills, and get competitive playing time before the season starts. Request your invitation at utah top50.com today. Girls games will be played the last 2 weeks of October and the first week of November. They'll be played right here at Salt Lake Community College, and your teams will be coached by current college coaches. If you're a top high school girls basketball player, request your invite at utah top50.com. Eli, I was out here last week. You were here as well. When you think about, your high school career, your progress into college, how great would it have been for you to be able to come and play in an event like this?
Man, this is something that I've been thinking about since it started, how much I wish that I could have competed in something like this. I think the game today has transformed into a lot of trainings individually, or maybe a group training where it's a lot of skill work. But seeing guys being able to get out on the floor and just compete and use what they're learning in those trainings and experiment in a setting like this is huge. I think it's so important for kids that's in their improvement. If they're not using it in a game, then there's no point in working on it. And so this is an opportunity for them to grow and increase their game. So definitely something I wish I could have had going through high school.
That's a good closeout by Sivelich, but a really nice touch there by Meza. He's another young man he's just a flat-out scorer. He finds his rhythm. Look out. Sivelich, the step-back three, long three off the front of the rim. Meza on the break.
Tropics continue to run and push it up the floor for those easy buckets.
Anderson lost his defender, able to go off the glass. Six minutes to go here in the opening half. Dane Stewart, Eli Ballstead with you. Eli, a Wasatch Wasp at his core, now a running Ute with Coach Smith. We'll talk a little bit about that as well. What has that adjustment been like? First year for Coach Smith, and your guys' practice now officially almost a week underway, right?
Yeah, a week is tomorrow.
What has that transition been like? What has Coach Smith brought to that program in his first year?
It's been great so far, and I can't wait for what's ahead. It was something that was it was scary at first, knowing that your coach was released and you don't know what's going to happen. But I think having Coach Smith come in has been a great thing for the Utah program. Practices have been intense and fun and a lot of competition, and we're really, really excited for the season to get going.
How about that take by Civilich? Contact there, able to absorb it off the glass.
Strong move.
That's a great play by Sam Civilich of the Knights, the Northridge Knights. Clarify that, as multiple Knights, is a foul here and an opportunity to go to the line. Coach Smith, his sons are playing in this Utah Top 50. We'll have a chance to see them as I think we mentioned earlier in this game, 1 for 2, 1 for 3 at the line, so 38-22 the advantage. And man, if you're the Sounds, given the way this first half has gone, Eli, what are you looking for here?
I think a big thing is taking care of the ball. They've had a few careless turnovers, and as we see as Diego gets to the hoop, they need to finish a couple more inside baskets.
Boy, breezing right through, and strong take as no one home there in the paint defensively. 18-point lead here for the Tropics. That ball, another turnover.
Credit to the Tropics defense, though. They look aggressive and they're getting after it.
Sound coming the other way. Nice finish, strong off the glass there. Is that maybe Dowdy? I think. Long three, count it good. Tough shot for Civilich. Front of the rim, offensive board by Maho, going back up. Gets that over the front of that rim. That one deflected out. It's actually 43-26, our scoreboard here. Try to refresh that for you. Long three on the way. Workman able to dial another one up.
That's a good shot, and he's got the range.
It is 46-26. We'll work on that sound for you. Workman with a couple of big threes, and the Murray Spartan having a nice game here. We got one more coming up for you at 8 o'clock, or 8:30. My apologies. Pass there, lofted, turnover. Carlson was trailing. I was going to say, that's probably something you've seen a couple times playing with his brother up on the hill, right? Is Brandon Carlson, a little inside, outside, very versatile kind of player.
Very versatile. He can shoot it, he can drive, he can rebound. He does a great job for us.
Workman couldn't keep his feet in. Good idea there, but that pass from Dowdell sent him a little long. We haven't had a chance to talk about Dutch yet. Just another Olympus shooter, and he's got, looks to me like he's got a little more length than some of the other Dowdells that we've seen come through the state. Jeremy, and it'll be a good one for Coach Barnes. Good help on that drive, but a foul here. We've got free throws coming up. Dowdell sends one to the corner, 3 on the way, back of the rim. Couldn't be kept alive by Carlson. Maho has that one. Contact, we'll stay here. Mulford. I think has the 1-3 today, has not been able to get his long ball going. And we talk about he versus Meza. We need a little more showdown between them, Eli, don't you think?
Let's do it.
Sivelich will try the 3. Carlson, end-to-end, drawing the contact. And
free throw good for Carlson.
Yeah, 2 more for Devin. Mulford gives it to Sam. Sivelich, how about that creativity? And just ran out of real estate there a little bit. Dowdell up the floor, gives it to Q, back to Dutch.
Good shot.
It's almost not fair when you have Meza and Dowdell on the same team, right?
It's tough to guard 2 great shooters like that.
And here's Meza. We'll kick it out. Sure, why not? Just another 3. One second left. This did get off in time, but couldn't go. And a halftime score, it has been all Tropics, 54-28. As Flint 2-0 and comfortably leading here at the break. We just want to remind you the Utah Top 50 you can find every Monday night right here on KSLSports.com. Some of the top 50 players in the state, not all the top 50, but many of them here, and a chance for them to go against top talent as we'll have games 6:30, 7:30, 8:30 every Monday in October live from Salt Lake Community College. The only way you can see it, look, doors are locked. The only way you can see it is right here on KSLSports.com. Eli Ballstead here with us tonight, joining us for this game. And Eli, what have been your thoughts of this first half?
Again, the Flint Tropics have been playing really good defense, and we're seeing that more on the offensive end. But they're causing Memphis to take some turnovers, and then they're going on offense and making their shots, knocking them down. But again, I think they're getting in the passing lanes, they're getting aggressive on the ball, and it's hurting Memphis.
If you were a coach, we're going to put on your coaching hat. Have you ever been a coach?
only in the summer camps.
Okay. Well, when your day's done, you do have a Papa Bear who he should hire you on his staff. We're just putting that plug in right now. But anyway, if you were a coach, what would you try to coach up the Sounds here to do differently?
I would start on the defensive end. And part of that starts with taking care of the ball. It's hard to play defense with turnovers and not being able to get back. But I would have them, I think they need to focus on getting back and getting stops, being aggressive. And the Tropics are moving the ball really well, but they got to get in the passing lanes. They got to cause some disruptions if they're going to want to have any success in the second half.
How hard is it to free up shooters in something like this? I mean, you don't see a lot of scripted plays out there, right? There's a lot of just freedom of play, freedom of movement. How do you free up a guy like a Mulford or a Civilich to get a more open look?
Part of that is just in their feeling for the game. I mean, you see these guys getting open shots, it's because they know how to move off the ball. They're getting to spots where their teammates can find them, where they could see them, and they'll get them. But if they're stagnant, it's going to be hard for them to get any shots up.
54-28, and we've seen big comebacks. Saw them last week, saw them in our first game tonight. There's a lot of work ahead here for the Memphis Sound, as it's been a half that's been dominated. Carlson was trying to throw down exhibition style, as we've got about 15 seconds left here in the half. Do have one more game coming up for you tonight, the Virginia Squires and the Minnesota Muskies. Minnesota also undefeated on the year. Virginia 1-1. That should be a good battle. How hard is it as a player, Eli, when you trail in a game like this, to not settle for 3 after 3 after 3, to be patient enough to chip away?
Yeah, it's tough, but if you're getting to the rim, then I think that's the right play, and you just got to trust it.
Have our clock set, 20 minutes on the board. Here's Mulford. Pull up there from 10, won't go, off the front of the rim. Prince with the board. Q up ahead quickly. Sends it back out. Prince the 3. Not off the mark. Oh, nice little head fake there, but couldn't keep possession. Mulford able to get by Meza as they were both going after the loose ball. Now Q leading the break. The lob for Carlson. Nope, that was Prince. Three on the way, that won't go. It's been a lid on that rim tonight, huh?
Yeah, especially for White.
Yeah, been a couple good looks. Oh, pretty behind the back. Now Meza. Oh, I thought he was going to try to put an exclamation point on that one. Hey.
Good finish.
There you go. Off balance. One hand kind of reverse off the glass, falling underneath. Anderson the 3. Good hustle there to get an offensive board. Ralph's shot won't go. Tropics running again to Prince.
This is a great opportunity for guys on White to use this as a chance to come back. I mean, the coaches don't do a whole lot, and so it's up to the players if they really want to work and get the win. Then this is an opportunity for them to try new things, see what they can do to come back.
I saw the late grab there by Meza. We'll make him earn it at the line as Jackson Anderson, upcoming senior at Wasatch, will head here to take the free throw. Three on the way, that won't go. Offensive board by Carlson, short. Here's Mulford. Boy, good entry. That looked like Prince had good positioning, but a soft finish off the glass. Offensive foul. Illegal screen there, they call. Good battle here in the blocks. You can hear the foul, count it, the and one. 60-33 here for the Tropics. Carlson sends it out. That three off the mark. And a quick run out. Nice little burst here by the Sound.
Yep, they got to keep it going. Hopefully they get a stop here.
Q using that screen, couldn't get it to go, but a nice follow by Prince. You know, I loved watching Logan Prince this last year, even 2 years ago. He's got such a nice mid-range game and an aspect that you don't see a lot anymore, but showing he can do inside, outside as well, and now a foul inside on Carlson. The work by Engelbright. He's been tenacious the last couple possessions.
That's right. He does a good job in the post. He's got some nice footwork, and he finishes well.
Dowdell. Lost it. Carlson taking advantage. Right through the paint for Devin Carlson. Engelbright and one. You know, Eli, you made this point earlier about if players want to come back, you know, this is a chance for them to really kind of show that. You know, this sort of thing, you don't have a lot of coaches really inspire, motivate. Engelbright's responded well in the second half.
He has, and that's something that's awesome to see in these players. Even though they're down 27 right now, they're not going to give up. They're going to keep pushing.
Dowdell hit the three. Inside to Carlson. That one wouldn't connect. Workman will try from range. Won't go. Tip in does from Prince.
Black's doing a good job of getting those offensive boards this half.
Logan Prince has been a monster. Here's Maho. Trying to go on Carlson, who gets the block. Step back corner three from Sivelich. Rims out. Dowdell. Nope, that was not. Yeah, it was. Good defense there by Maho, standing his ground. Six on the shot clock. Oh, it feels good to say that. 2 on the shot clock. Tough drive. The putback won't go. Ralphs. Tough fadeaway for Easton Ralphs. Dowdell, head on a swivel there. And we've got to travel. Eli, what's been the biggest difference high school to college?
The biggest difference for me, I think, is the physicality of the game. Playing against guys that are stronger and faster, more athletic, and they really know how to use their strength and their bodies is a big part of the game. And so being able to adapt to that, playing stronger, getting stronger, is a huge deal. And it's an adjustment for sure.
Workman will try the three. pair of misses, one by Dowdell, one by Workman, and Sivelich now leading the charge. Sivelich to the rack and count it good for Sam Sivelich. Timeout.
Good, another spark for White.
And that's the thing where it's like they've got the guys who, once they get that feel, look out, because it's just an avalanche. Sivelich, one of them, Mulford as well. You wonder if that take by Sam can help to spark them.
Yeah.
We will take a moment here just to remind you the Utah Top 50 is now available for high school girls basketball players. You know, open gyms, they're great. It's great to build a program, but if your top competition, sometimes they don't do quite enough to help refine your skills. Fine-tune your skills and get competitive playing time before the season starts. Request your invitation at utah top50.com. Games will be played the last 2 weeks of October and the first week of November, right here at Salt Lake Community College, and teams will be coached by current college coaches. If you're a top high school girls basketball player, request your top 50 invite at utah top50.com. Approaching the midway point here in this second half. Sivelich here able to pick up after Maho had good perimeter defense. Sivelich the step back three, there it is. First tray for Sivelich tonight. Dowdell to answer. Won't go, Maho the board. Nice take, count it. Good little spurt here by the Sound, Eli.
Yeah, hopefully they can keep it going.
It's a 30-point game. It's down to 17. Drive there.
Good take from Pulsifer, good strong finish.
Sometimes just that recognition, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Sivelich again. Boy, that didn't miss by much. Maho working in the block, going up strong. Oh! Mulford gathers. Sivelich made a nice cut, had it knocked away. Maho again in the block. Sends it out. Ralph's three. There's a shot clock about to expire there again. Turn it over.
You can see a difference in intensity these last couple minutes on both sides of the floor. And that's something we love to see.
Carlson was trying to roll and did a good job of mucking that up. Another turnover here from the Tropics. Eli, they had, what, 52 or 61 at the break? I'm trying to remember. It was a lot.
The last time I looked up, it was a 30-point game. It was the biggest difference I saw. And now it's down to 17.
Yeah. The Sound just continuing to kind of chip away. Will there be enough time? There's a good take there by Dowdell. Here's Sivelich. Corner three. Won't go. Anderson there to gather.
Man.
There have been a couple bunnies, at least 6, that just haven't gone for the Sound tonight.
Yeah. And that makes a big difference.
Yeah.
That's a difference of 12 points.
That just beyond the outstretched reach. Anderson able to deflect it. And now a foul.
White's been able to get some stops, and that's really helped them in chipping away at this lead.
Here's Sivelich. Comes near side. 3 on the way. Count it good. I think think that's Dowdy from Weber. Workman to answer, short. Mulford trying to keep it in. That ball does stay in, and then wisely played by Workman out off of the sound. It's a smart player. Prince looking far side. That ball couldn't be kept. Sound out on the run. Engelbright kicks it out. Sivlich now gives it back. Foul there. There's been an extra pep in the step of the sound as well, Eli.
For sure.
Maho, they've gone to him a lot in the block, and two more for Julian Maho, the senior Tooele Buffalo. Meza, great use of that roll from Carlson, but too strong. Sivlich now looking up for Engelbright. Boy, I thought that might have had too much on it. Good track down there by Tucker. Down to 12, Eli. Here they come.
There you go. Man, in a game like this, it's awesome to see that these guys haven't given up. I think in a lot of pickup games, if you're down by anything that's more than 10, it's pretty easy to start.
You mail it in, right?
Yeah, exactly. So to see him come back from 30 points is a huge deal.
Oh boy, I thought that Workman might have gotten back in. The far side official was top. He's going to check with the baseline, and they're going to keep it. Yeah.
It looks like he was in.
I thought it was too. I thought those heels were off the ground. I think that's a good call. .525 left here in regulation. Tropics trying to prevent a late comeback. Prince from the corner won't go. And it will be Sounds basketball. Mulford gonna come back on here. Gotta be aware of his perimeter game. It's just 4 Diego Mulford shots away from being tied. Ralph's strong take there. And boy, how about that block? Prince sends it out. 3 on the way and hit. Anderson. Carlson collapsing down. Will send to Sivlich from the corner. He knew that was short the moment he shot it. And a foul here on the loose ball. Four minutes to go. The Sounds looking for that first win of the year. Dropped an overtime game last week. Trying to put on an impressive comeback as Sivlich here the last to touch it.
Still a lot of time left in this game for the Sounds to come back.
Meza fouled on the shot there. Q will head to the line. Too strong. Ralph's with the rebound. 3 to play. Sivlich, step back 3. Dowdell with the board. See a little pressure here by the Sounds. Nice grab there by Meza. He could play receiver with those hands. Offensive foul. Jackson Anderson stood in there and took one.
Yeah, that's a that's a strong defensive play.
Anderson. Meza was trying to draw one. No call coming. Up ahead. And Prince at the rim for 2. Prince to the floor. Engelbright there as well. And we'll get whistles here. It will be Tropics basketball. 1:53 to go. Dowdell. It's a family move. We've seen that before in that lineage. That ball deflected out. Good hands there by Dutch. Engelbright over Carlson. (80-66) was a 30-point advantage for the Tropics. The Sounds have gotten as close as 12. And that dribbled off the foot.
That's what the Sounds need at a time like this. Stop and score, Dane.
You want the 3, right?
Just the quickest bucket you could get, I think.
All right. Rouse will try the 3. A foul here on the loose ball. Inside of a minute to go. Dowdell. 10 on the shot clock. Gets it back. Dowdell will take the 3. Won't go. Workman with the offensive board. Dowdell now for 3. Dutch able to hit it. (83-66). And that turned over. Shot clock off. And that will do it. It was a big lead for the Tropics. The Sounds try to come back, make a game of it. But Flint able to hold them off, and an exclamation point there by Carlson. Your final 85-66. The Tropics with a nice win, improving to 3-0, Eli.
There you go.
Man, it was a blistering start for them. Impressive night. We've got one more game coming up for you tonight. Virginia Squires and the Minnesota Muskies. That's set to tip off at 8:30. 2 games in the books, 1 more to come here from Salt Lake Community College. You're watching the Utah Top 50 Elite League.